Fox and Friends did their own coverage of the Ray Rice controversy, especially after the video footage was leaked of him basically punching his fiancée at the time and knocking her out. Now, the way that they covered it is a little different from how we covered it. Take a quick look.
Here it goes. Don says he had no real consequences. She should have been fired. This sends a bad message to young kids that it's okay to beat up your girlfriend and tell girls to take it, and then nothing will be done.
And a tweet from Joe says, as a Ravens fan, I am disgusted and will not be cheering for him. The NFL and Ravens organization should be in shame as well.
We should also point out, after that video, and now you know what happened in there, she still married him. They're currently married.
I mean, look, Rihanna went back to
Chris Brown.
Yeah, Chris Brown right after. A lot of people thought that was a terrible message.
And then there's Jay Z and Beyonce and Solange. That was also in an elevator.
But he knows JV didn't hit back.
There was some craziness.
I think the messages take the stairs.
The message is when you're in an elevator, there's a camera.
Yeah.
And there's a camera right now on Heather Nauert, who's got the headline.
Hi. I think the message is that where there's an elevator, there's a camera. That's the message you got from that story?
Okay.
Damn.
Okay. So there's a lot of things that were mixed up in there, right?
What?
Like, okay, now let's list all the black people who were involved in domestic violence. Okay.
Solange.
Yeah, and then there was Jay Z and Solange. But wait a minute, Jay Z didn't hit, as the other guy, goofball, pointed out.
Right.
So how is that relevant in the context of a conversation where you guys are talking about how the girls always go back to the guy who did domestic violence? Jay Z didn't do domestic violence.
Yeah, in fact, Jay Z handled it the way a real man handles it. You have someone who's physically weaker than you hitting you, and you just have them step aside.
So what's the connection? I don't know. There was some sort of hitting. There was an elevator. There was black folks. And there was a little bit of victim blaming, and I'm being kind by saying a little bit there. Well, they always go back, you know how it is. But forget all that. I think the main point there, I know it was a little funny at the end there. We're like, message, take the stairs. Don't get caught, right? Or there's a camera. Is that, look, their perspective is, those two goofballs, is I'm a guy. The message for me is, don't do it where there's a camera. Right?
Yeah, do it in the privacy of your own home. Give her a nice, good beating.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that they're even being malicious about it. They might even be too stupid to be malicious.
Yeah.
Right? It's just their perspective. It's subconscious. They don't even realize. They don't think the message here is, oh my God, the NFL should have done something. The Ravens should have done something. Prosecutors should have done something. That to do this is hideous. As, by the way, to their credit, their viewers are saying. Right? Their message is, don't get caught. So then Fox is not done yet with the Ray Rice coverage. They're going to bring in Andrea Tantoros. Now, you want to try to guess who she's going to blame? Wait for it. Here it is.
My question is, and not to bring it back to politics, but this is a White House that seems to bring up a war on women every other week. A White House that's very concerned about the NFL, concussions, etc., prescription drugs in locker rooms. I want to know where the president is on this one.
Oh my God! We're dealing with fucking terrorists in Syria and Iraq, and you're talking. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Where's the president? Thanks, Obama, for doing the Ray Rice thing. Okay. Now, they will blame Obama for literally everything.
We're talking about the situation in Gaza. We're talking about ISIS. We're talking about Russia and Ukraine. And she wants Obama to comment on the Ray Rice story.
Why hasn't he stopped his vacation, which he already did? And why is he still playing golf and he hasn't said anything about Ray Rice? And if he had said something about Ray Rice, there he goes again. Trivializing things, getting in the middle of it. Why is the president in the middle of this controversy that has nothing to do with him? But understand the third layer of what she's saying, which is, it's interesting the president of the White House doesn't say anything when it's a black guy knocking out his wife or his fiancée at the time. Why isn't the president saying anything about this? He's always talking about Ferguson and police abuse and all that stuff. And here's abuse by a black guy, but the president doesn't say anything. Interesting.
That was the most amazing video I've seen this month. That was crazy.
Yeah. Well, this is from the same network that criticized him for wearing the wrong kind of jeans and eating his burger in the wrong way.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we shouldn't be too surprised. When there's gun violence and there's dozens of people killed, they say don't politicize it. Ray Rice thing in an elevator, domestic. Where's the White House? Where's the White House? Okay, I don't mean to politicize it, but why are Democrats in charge when we got Ray Rice knocking people out? Okay, it seems to me more Republican senators might solve this problem. Okay.
Amazing.
Okay.